please tell me the key points of the fireside chat today?
I think what we wanted to really bring out is that what are the users, which are the general councils of India, the corporate India, what are they feeling and what are the key things they need change in our arbitration law or arbitration process. And that is what we brought out, that everybody needs a finality and in a limited time, and that is what will help them to make more investment, and that's what we try to achieve. And we brought out the limitations, we brought out the opportunities, and we brought out what we need to do. And one of the key things we need to do in India is build strong institutions. We brought out that how MCI in a very short time has become an important institution, but we need many more institutions with a large or long track record to make sure that the process, the quality of award is scrutinized.
You have seen DAW since its inception. How have you seen it evolve? Now it's 3.0. Do you think such kind of events are going to make India closer to our dream of being a arbitration hub?
I don't think India is going to be a hub in a short time. What we need to do is first focus on making sure India becomes a hub for a domestic arbitration. Today we are exporting arbitration outside India, and because the court process, the delay, all these things, because the seat decides the court which will have a supervisory jurisdiction, and those issues are very, very important. So I would say India should give up on being a hub, because I don't see that becoming. But what we should focus on being a hub for domestic arbitration or international arbitration involving India. I think what we are trying to do is we are trying to build a objective, which sometimes you feel that you're wrong objective because you'll never get there. So you should, when I give my partners target, I give them targets what they will achieve. I don't give them targets which they will never achieve. I think that's what we have to do. So India will never become a hub in a foreseeable future. What we need to focus is, let's not make sure that Indian corporates move out of India for settlement of the dispute. India should become hub for its own disputes.
Extremely great point. I think you are. I think this entire DAW we have been talking about the hub, becoming a arbitration hub, but I think you bring the real perspective. I also want to understand that which amendment to Arbitration and Conciliation Act is most critical to India in terms of aligning with the global practices?
I don't think we need an amendment to the law. What we need is an amendment to the process. What we need is building strong institutions which looks into the detailed process which an arbitrator is following. You need an institution which can look into the quality of the award and tell the arbitrator and tell them how to improve it. That is what we need. I think law we have enough. I think what we require is not really a law issue, but a process by which we build a standard. Today, right now, because India is a hub for non-institutional arbitration, so everybody is doing what he or she deems fit. And we have to build global standards, and for that we need very strong institutions.
If you have to talk about one positive and one negative aspect about the recent amendment bill.
I would say positive clearly is that we have moved away from the place to the seat. Negative is that we have created confusion on the seat. So right now I think what is important is that nobody cares about seat. What the people want to create is what general counsels and corporate India care as finality and closure. And therefore they don't want to dispute Right now, the Arbitration Act decides two principles on the basis of which the seat will be decided if it is not explicit in the contract. I think we need to follow the best practices and move away from that, because nobody wants to spend time and money in getting that issue adjudicated at every level. So I would say it's a good thing, but not good enough.
One more question on terms of, we are talking about AI a lot. So, do you think India's arbitration ecosystem can ever leverage technology? And
Yes, it absolutely it can leverage. I believe what AI can do is far more than what people understand, and I would say technology is moving far ahead than what we all can think about it, and they should, if unless there are two options in front of the arbitration world. One is embrace technology and use it so you stay ahead of the curve, or resist technology and get lost. And I feel is that a lot of us are taking the second option, not the first option. And I won't be surprised that a lot of them will be lost forever.
what do you have to say about the hallucinations?
No. This is all bullshit. I'm telling you, we are probably one of the first firms in India who have adopted AI to a very different extent. We don't talk about it. And hallucination is the issue of 18 months back. It's no more there. People are still hallucinating about those problems which have been fixed. And I won't be surprised. I think right now, when we moved from a typewriter world to a Microsoft world, we embraced it. We did not compete with Microsoft, right? We have to do the same here. This is a tool which will improve our efficiency. This is not a tool which we are competing. And if you are competing, I think you'll be dead and gone. So don't compete. Use the tool at the top end layer and be more effective. If you are there, it will be very helpful for you. If you fight it, I think in my personal view, people who fight this thing will lose the plot.
Beautifully explained. One last question. If you have to define Delhi Arbitration Weekend in one word, what that would be?
I think I can't define in one word. I can't do that because lawyers never get paid for one word. They get paid for sentences. So I will have to define it long word. But I think what it shows is that the legal community, the judges understand that arbitration is a way out. Is a way to solve our issues, solves our dispute. And Delhi High Court hosting an arbitration weekend where you have Supreme Court judges and everybody participating, it's showing a commitment to the process. And I think that's the very positive thing. And I think that's really will continue, because I think globally the message needs to go out that Indian courts are not over jealous about arbitration. They are not examining arbitration awards because they believe something else, but they want to facilitate it. But they cannot give up is their right to examine when there are mistakes or where there are issues of public policy. And therefore what we need is a strong institution which will look into this issue so that the court's review is limited.
Thank you so much for giving your time. It was fantastic speaking.
Thank you.